Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the STōK cold brew. I have the vanilla cream,
caramel cream, and mocha cream.
These were $2.88 each at Walmart, and they are in the aisle with the energy drinks. So the canned energy drinks, they also have coffee drinks. That's where these were. So they were on the shelf, but we brought them home, put them in the refrigerator so they're nice and cold. Cold brew, that's how you want them. So it says supports focus. They have 195 milligrams of caffeine in each can. B vitamins. Let's see, this is it says energy coffee beverage. It is an 11-ounce can. It's really, really hard to read because it's like silver on that.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, there's a white writing at the bottom and it's extremely hard to read. But anyway, that just tells you that it's an energy coffee beverage. It says, don't sleep on this cold brew. It's really easy to be bitter, but our cold brew never is. It's sweet, creamy, and tastes how coffee is supposed to, like coffee. And focus, whatever that tastes like. So this is, it says 1 can, 325 milliliters is 140 calories, and this is distributed out of Broomfield, Colorado. All right. It is very dark. So this is the vanilla cream. Consume responsibly, not recommended for children under 18, people sensitive to caffeine, pregnant women, or women who are nursing. Do not exceed 2 servings per day. So you're allowed to have 2 cans a day, and that's it.
It's nice. It's a very strong coffee.
It is.
It does have a little bit of bitterness to it.
I agree.
Not a lot, but it is bitter. A little bit.
It reminds me of, we've had the actual Starbucks, and it has more sweetness than this. And normally we say Starbucks is a very bitter coffee for us. And so for me, this does have some sweetness to it, but it is a very dark, like wake up in the morning biting coffee.
Yeah, it is. And I don't really get a lot of vanilla either. It's almost tastes like a mocha, almost a chocolate flavor, not
vanilla. And that, for me, it's fine. But it's not, there's other coffee, I would rather have the Starbucks version.
Yeah.
Because it's sweeter. And that's saying a lot.
But if you like that, you want that little bit of coffee bite, then go for it. I think that beyond that, they did a good job. It just doesn't taste like vanilla. For
people who are black coffee drinkers, they would really like that.
Yeah, because it might be a little too easy for you.
Yeah, it might. Because it is, I think there is a bitterness to it. This is the caramel cream. And I think, are they all the same calories, 140 calories? Yeah. And they all have the same caffeine, like we said. All right, caramel cream, and there's about a third of the can left.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know who made the unfortunate decision to use white writing on the very bottom. It's weird.
Well, I told you
the rest
what
of
it
it's
said.
black.
Well, I know. It's just that one part.
It's just weird that they would choose to do that one line.
I know. That one line of white, you can't read it, basically. I wouldn't have known there was anything there, but I kind of tilted it into the light so that I could read what it said.
My choice.
Yeah, you have to tilt it. I like the caramel.
Yeah, it does have a caramel flavor. It's not that sweet, like caramel sauce caramel, but it is a nice caramel.
But it is sweet, and you can tell it's caramel. And it does. It has a lot more sweetness than the vanilla, and
it still has a little bit of a bitterness to it.
It does have some bitterness, yeah.
Not quite as noticeable though.
Right? Yeah, I would 10 times rather have the caramel over the vanilla.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's not a burnt caramel, cooked caramel. No, it's just a really nice sweet caramel, but you still taste the coffee.
Yeah.
It still is there, but it just doesn't have the bite that the first one had. Yeah. This one is the Mocha cream, and I'm expecting this one to to have some bite to it, but now it might not. It might be surprising. All right. They're all about the same color. They're all dark. They look like muddy water.
Mm-hmm. I like that chocolate flavor. That's actually a nice chocolate flavor. There's still that underlying coffee bitterness, but it's not. I think we've gotten less as we went.
I do too, which is surprising. That I had to keep myself from immediately taking another swig of that. I guzzle. I have a really bad habit of guzzling. So for me, that cup would be gone in a minute. You don't even realize how quickly that this 140 calories would be gone. That's my favorite one.
Mine too. And although the caramel, I went back to the caramel, it's really good as well because it even seems almost sweeter after having the chocolate.
Oh, I do think it is sweeter. Yeah. So like if you want the sweetest drink here, I do think it's the caramel. But I love that chocolate, that chocolate flavor. That's the perfect chocolate. And so for me, that's going to be my #1 pick. And but that's why I have to stay away from drinks with calories, is because I'm so bad at guzzling and I don't pace myself at all, and it's just gone.
Yeah,
that would be gone.
Sip it.
Because I really do like that. And so if you're spending $2.88, I tell you all the time, you should always pick your favorite. Even if there's 3 available, pick whichever one is your favorite and buy that one. And you're not going to even buy one that's just okay. Yeah. Why would you do that? You know, just to have another one in the rotation? That doesn't make any sense. Just buy your favorite.
Like both of them.
Yeah, that's different. But so I would just buy the chocolate all the time, even though I do like the caramel.
If it was me, I would buy the chocolate and the caramels and keep them going.
And rotate. Yeah.
Because I do like the caramel, but also, the chocolate, but I also like the caramel quite a bit too. That chocolate doesn't have that Hershey's syrup kind of chocolate either. No. Sometimes these drinks have that very distinct like Hershey syrup kind of flavor. No, it does not. This tastes like actual chocolate.
Yes, and it's really nice. Yeah. So I'm not going to have a picture of the cups. I mean, it literally looks like brown muddy water, but I will have pictures of the ingredients and the nutritional information and all that at the end of the video. If you want to see that, just get ready to pause. And thanks for watching.